Greetings all, this is Eric Ball playing Minecraft on 2b2t. The date today is February 19th, 2019. Yes, that does mean this is a new video. I've also got set up the face cam, although I'm using the camera built into the iMac, so as soon as I actually start to play, my won't be looking at you anymore. And as you can hear, the rain is falling and the cows are here, so I figured out how to record the in-game audio along with my voice. So, welcome to my X-ray mine and book factory, as I used to call it, the cat, pressing spacebar. Used to call it a vertically integrated book factory, so cows, wheat, sugarcane. And then down here is an entrance to a mine. Just drop down. So this is, I do some little bit of diamond mining using X-ray. So these are dark tunnels that go right to that. I actually use the lava to smelt the cobblestone back into smooth stone. Okay, so I'd like to thank all of my loyal subscribers and viewers who have had to do without me producing 2b2t content for about a year and a half, 2 years. I do like to apologize for that, but it comes down to really two major factors. First is, well, the second, really. I'll talk to the first in a minute. The second factor, hello cat, you're on YouTube. The second factor was YouTube/Google decided to take away their YouTube video editor, which I was using to basically, I'd upload the recording, I would then cut off the bits that I didn't want to show, I'd slap on the titles at the beginning and the end, and hit publish, and everything was happy. So they took that away, and all of a sudden, okay, how am I going to do that? And also, can I do that and preserve some of the continuity? So that, although the titles may not have been sophisticated, I did try to keep the same look and feel throughout my my various videos. So I was a little bummed about that. So what I'm doing now is I can use the QuickTime player. Actually has a built-in, very simple cut and paste type editor. For the titles on my Danger Zone stuff, I've created some intro and outro using FFmpeg. Won't do that for this. I'll just use the title that I ripped from one of my earlier videos off YouTube. So, okay, so that was one. The other, and that was really the other one, as I've alluded to. I'd sort of hit a done on 2b2t. The one thing that I hadn't done, and I'll be doing today, is showing off my lair. So is that showing off lair Mark II and walking through. Here it is. The idea, I started this, and as you've seen from the videos, started this grand quest, circle walk. So I said, hey, I'll walk basically the circle that's 100k out from spawn, and I put signs every degree. They are there, so you can go find them. I don't intend on going looking myself. And the hope was, by doing that, I'd find stuff. I'd find builds, I'd find whatever. Well, as you've seen from the videos, that was few and far between. In fact, it was particularly painful because for 90% of the time I was generating chunks. And on 2B2T with the various lag machines, or I guess nowadays it's some of the various weird ways to do dupes. That causes significant impact to the server. So I was generating chunks, and I could literally watch the chunk be generated. So I could sit there and see base, uh, the base terrain get put in. I could watch the any caves, etc., get put in. See all the trees get put in. Then see all the animals pop in. It was hard. It was painful. I mean, we're not talking just simple, I'm floating in a boat and I get rubber banded back 6 blocks, 6 chunks. No, it was just absolutely painful. And on top of that, I just wasn't finding anything. I mean, I've uploaded the videos of the stuff that I found, and that's a third of the circle. So there's not much out there. So people talk about, you know, you got to go zillions of blocks out to not be found. I'm sorry. There's you go, you know, 10K off of the axis, and there's nothing there. There's just, you're generating chunks. So it's not a big deal. Now, obviously, there's some potential things where, you know, because you're generating chunks, that's easier to find. But it's not a case of that all paths, within that everything has been explored, out to a million chunks. No, it's not. Uh, Welcome back. As you can see, it kicked out of 2B2T. That's actually the second time that happened. And unlike the first time, I wasn't able to get back in, so I'm now doing what Baron did, and I'm using a world download. I hoped that doing it early Monday morning that I wouldn't have that issue, but obviously that was not correct. So this is later in the day, so unfortunately that means that any new signs, or even if it's been griefed, I'm not going to see, and it'll have to wait till the next time I log in 2B2T for me to check such things. If you do happen to find my lair or the fortress, or even the book farm, please leave signs. That lets me know that people have been there, and they haven't griefed the place, they've just admired it. If you want to do a 2B2T, your own 2B2T video, let me know, not a problem. Just link to my playlist, that's all I ask. And actually this is the second time I did it, because the first time when I saved, or I thought I saved the movie, I closed and exported the movie. Unfortunately, QuickTime ate it. So something happened and this part of the video wasn't there anymore. So, okay, so take two. So welcome to my lair, Mark II. And actually it's sort of funny. I didn't realize that until I came down here that it's a year ago that I completed this. And so now I'm showing it off. Just like the lair Mark I, this is based around a skeleton spawner and a spider spawner. But unlike the lair Mark I, the lair Mark II, the spider spawner is the center of a circle, of a sphere. So if I'm inside that sphere, if I'm inside my lair, the the spider spawner is generating spiders. And then there's an area where the skeleton spawner will be generating. So, I also, was a little more intelligent when I did this one, a little more design, a little more decoration, a lot more decoration. Okay, so come down this lit spiral staircase, and here we are at the top level. So we have a decorated stone floor, lit up. The walls are random pattern, literally random. I use dice. And so we've got smooth stone brick, cracked stone brick, and moss stone brick. With the ceiling here is marble and dirt, and the dirt is because above this is, oh goodness gracious, can't get up there because of the sleep. I'll just get rid of this. Is my tree farm. So all the way up. Yeah, I can't remember how far this is. It's tall enough so that all the trees can grow. Just right now, I've got just a start of a spruce tree. So the trees come useful. I mean, you need to do this stuff. I can't remember. I didn't mention the previous one. So I was never a member of the Spawn Masons or any of the other groups. So I never had access to dupe stashes or how to dupe stuff or any other stuff. So everything in here is crafted, is mined and crafted. No dupes used. Every block placed by hand. Same with my nether fortress. So I'll go back down. So as you can see, it's circular here. Again, representing the sphere, and this even the floor up there is within the sphere. Obviously, the cylinder up is not. But and then over here in the corner, around that direction, is the skeleton spawner. The bone here, the bone blocks, indicate where if you're standing within the bone blocks, the skeleton spawner is generated. Okay, so let's go down one more level. Good. So this is the next level here. So this is the top of the spider spawner. And this is the top of the drowning trap. So little spiders all drowning right there. I think that will still work if 2B2T is upgraded to 113. I think spiders still swim up. However, the skeleton spawner will need some work because the water elevator. So the spiral staircase is around the water elevator up this way, and the 20 block drop here. The water elevator will stop working in 113, and I need to rebuild it to be a bubbler column, and also at the same time add some pistons, etc., to push the skeletons into the bubbler column. Okay, so we're still same sort of stone brick around the sides. We've got wood planks up here for the floors. I tried to make an attractive pattern. Again, do some little decorating here. One of the Minecraft, I think that's Karate Champ. I can't remember which one it was. And over here, a small little fishing hole and fishing tackle. So if you have a client with autofish, you can use that to do some fishing. I'm currently actually using the vanilla client. I just haven't bothered upgrading in a long while. So just no need. I'm not venturing around. Okay. So the hoppers are here because for sometimes the strings, instead of going down, they go up, and so these hoppers try to catch them and filter and send them down. All right, down again and go to the main floor. Okay, and move outside. So this is the drop for the skeleton. So I get lots of stuff here. So you can look through here and up the water elevator. So I'm certain I get 217.04.27. So it took me 10-ish months to finish this one from the time I started building. Okay, so obviously, didn't mean that. The spiders, from up there, the string is transported down beneath there, and also picks up the ones from down below. So in my current lair, I don't have it here. The sign. This is a sign wall, so I've moved any signs that people left to this wall and left signs for people to use, so they don't get scattered everywhere. Obviously, because we have a skeleton spawner here, we have lots of arrows and lots of bones, and then other stuff that the skeletons drop. That's cool. Because we have a really it's a drowning trap. I only get string, so it's a string factory. So there is lots and lots of string. At one point, I mean, I was thinking of doing maps to, doing carpet and dyeing carpet to make maps, but the maps are kind of broken. Okay, big deal. Again, randomized stone here, random. So the various tree-ish things here, and they are also. This is also in the spherical position, all there. So we go around here. We've got, as labeled, trees and wood, growing lots of trees. The floor here is made up of leaves with the jack-o'-lanterns lighting up the floor. The lair is well lit, so there's no. Although it's not excessively lit, it's to a certain extent tends to be more of a minimal rather than maximal. So again, random. I like the look of the. Although it looks like different. They've changed. Not getting transparency. Maybe I turn that off. Smooth stone, cobblestone, common blocks, special blocks. What's in here? So I mean, ice, some other things I picked up along the way. Raw materials, crafted items, different stuff. Obviously, the leather, the integrated book factory was for doing the bookshelves to make a enchanting, some books that I've enchanted. So basic work area there. But if you'll notice here in my ender chest, there are no shulker boxes. I've never actually been to the end in 2B2T. Actually, I'm not sure if I've been in Minecraft. And I'm not a member of the Spawn Masons, don't have huge amounts of stuff. I've picked up everything here on the way. Alright, let's go downstairs. So, again, this was completed here. So this is the garden area. So there's all the string comes into here. So down here are mushroom and netherwort. Above is the water that pushes the spiders over this direction, so that's why it's dripping. That's appropriate. And then down here we've got cocoa beans and a cactus farm and sugar cane. Good stuff here. Actually, I realized when I was feeling this previously, I don't actually have any wheat down here or grass, but lots of flowers and in an ordered pattern here. And the jack-o'-lanterns providing exactly the amount of light needed, so the flowers will continue. They won't die on it. Grass that I brought in with a silk touch shovel. And over in that corner there, that's the part of the skeleton spawner right there. So, okay, you can see up, but you can't see down. Weird. All right. So, and then down at the bottom, we have the food farm. So, melons, pumpkins, carrots, potatoes, even some beets. Okay, and lots of flowers. So, vines. So, try to be nice. And again, this is the sphere. So everything in here, this is the side of the sphere. Actually, the funny thing is the actual garden, because it's there's a spot that got I must have jumped on it at one point. Because it's tilled, it's actually just a little below, but that's not my fault. That's Minecraft's. Okay, so I've shown you my lair and world download. So, as I mentioned, there were a couple reasons why I stopped recording videos. And the straw that broke the camel's back was, to a certain extent, the YouTube video editor. And that's really why I didn't post any videos. But I stopped making videos because, frankly, I was done. Done with 2B2T. I have created stuff. I created this layer. I finished the layer, which is what I wanted to do. I tried to provide some interesting, exploration content, but couldn't find anything. And frankly, between the lag, the queue, it was going to take far too much time to create content, and I just couldn't have interest in creating that content. Compare that to Danger Zone, where other than some matchmaking delays, but even those tend to be fairly small, relative to T, so maximum 10 minutes ish. And it's a game I enjoy playing, so it's fun to create content. So I'm sorry for the 2B2 tiers that I'm probably not going to create much anymore. Although I do have one bonus episode next week. So again, something I found on the hard drive that you might as well just put up, even, no matter how good or bad it is. So thank you very much all for watching. Thank you for your subscriptions. I hope you do watch my Danger Zone content if you're into that sort of thing. Otherwise, I bid you adieu, and don't forget to have your pets spayed or neutered.